So you've decided to take a social media break. Congratulations. It sounds like an easy thing to do, but it's really not, especially considering when a lot of people you know are on social media every single day, probably at this very moment. So now that you've decided to take a social media break, you have all this free time. But what exactly do you do with this free time? I recently just took my first social media break ever, and I've had a lot of time to reflect over social media and my personal usage and our usage as a collective. If you're taking a social media break and you're not really sure what you should be doing right now to fill your time, but you don't exactly want to go back to social media yet, here are 3 things you can focus on during your social media break. Before we hop into 3 things you can focus on during your social media break, don't forget to subscribe and share this video with a friend that you think might get some use out of it. The first thing you should focus on when you have a social media break is balance. So I recently also went to see an intuitive reader, and the first thing she said to me before I even told her what my name was or why I was there was, you need balance. You don't balance for I'm still struggling to find out what balance really is for me, and you might have to do the same thing for you. There should be an equal balance amongst everything in life. You should, I guess, ask yourself what balance looks like to you and how you can get that into your life. I love this quote about balance from Everyday Health. A balanced living means considering all aspects of your life, relationships, work, fitness, and health, and emotional well-being. I just love the way that that's put, just literally having balance in every area of your life that you can. Having balance is so important. We're humans. We're not here just to do one thing. We're here to have everything. We're here to have it all. Why not have balance? Balance will make us feel like we're really living. So I think that's when you feel imbalanced. I think that's going to be the struggle of life, is there always is going to be some sort of imbalance, but just figuring out what your balance is. Realignment. Realignment is huge. When you think about driving your car, you want your car to be in alignment, because if it's not, then you're swerving all over the road. And that's how you should be too. You want to be moving forward. You don't want to be, going to the side, backwards, twirling around. I mean, if you're having fun, I guess. But, in life, a lot of times we want to move forward. And you have to get in alignment with your mind, your body, and your soul. And really dig deep and find out what you need in those areas. And once you take a social media break, you'll have a little bit of that quiet time to figure that out and find out what you need to be in alignment. You should operate with a purpose when it comes to your mind, body, and soul. We need to be a lot more mindful of how we are taking care of our mind, our body, and our soul, and how we're nurturing it. What else are you doing to stimulate your mind? What are you doing to stimulate your body? What are you doing to stimulate your spirit, your soul? What are you doing to feel good in life? What are we doing with our time? Time is our most precious asset, and what are we doing with it? We cannot move forward in life if we are not in alignment. You will not get the blessings coming to you if you are not ready for it. It's hard to be ready for it when you spend all your time on social media and your mind and your body and your soul are not all together. Your mind is thinking about why you don't have XYZ. You're not feeling good about your body because you see the baddies on Instagram. Or your soul, what is being on social media doing to your soul on its deep level? Get into alignment, whatever that looks like for you, whether that's going and getting grounding, going to put your feet in the grass, in the dirt, or whatever. Balance, meditating in the morning, talking to your inner self, nurturing your inner child. There's just so many different things that you can do and to get in alignment. The most important thing that you could do, should do on a social media break is take time to rediscover. We're constantly changing. We're going through the seasons. We're going through years of our life. Do you ever have something that you really want to go for, but you don't do it because you don't have the time to do it, or you don't have the space in your day to do it? Those are the things that you could focus on during your social media break. During my social media break, I really wanted to focus on spending time with my sweet potato, which I did, making time to read at night, making time to journal, making time to even like focus on breath work and breathing properly. Like there's all kinds of things that we can fix in our lives to have more balance, to feel like we're living, to feel like things are going better. There's just so much you can learn about yourself on the social media cleanse, the social media break. You don't need to tell everybody you're taking a social media break. You should just take the break, you know? You don't have to tell everybody. Before I exit out of this video, I just wanna say that we use social media as an escape tool. And I remember like when I was a kid, we used to use the internet to escape real life. And now it's like we need to escape social media to live real life. Or it's really weird. We just get so sucked in like for hours and days, and it's like, it's not healthy. That's not healthy for anything, no matter how interested you are in a hobby or a person or a place or a thing. Like, that's not healthy. You have to have balance. You have to have space. You have to have mindfulness in everything that you do. And social media has like taught us the complete opposite of that. We forget about real life. Like when I took the social media break, it just felt so good. And I took a social media break from everything, like from making videos, like, I mean, I was still peeping Twitter just kind of looking, but not spending a lot of time. I don't think that counts. I mean, do what you want on your social media break. It just felt really good to just live and to not worry about, oh my God, I need to get the next video out, or like, oh, I need to post something on Instagram. I need to see what's happening. I need to go watch so-and-so's story. Oh, I need to get on TikTok. It just felt good to just live and not be a part of it. It just felt really good. And I highly encourage everyone to take some time to do that, even if it is just a day or two. Once you really, really disconnect, you can reconnect with yourself, and it feels really good. But the last thing I'm gonna say, okay, last thing I'm gonna say, be really mindful when you go back into social media, because you can easily start slipping back into your old habits, like right before you took your social media break. And I just would also just advise, warn, encourage, be really careful and be, ease back into it slowly and be mindful about what you're consuming and how it is affecting your mind, your body, and your soul. I hope y'all have a great day. Life is too short to be anything but fabulous, honey. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.